What's up guys, and welcome to another video. My name is George Nyama, and here I'll be showing you guys the 10 basic operations in SQL that a beginner can learn and they can start using right away. So before I jump into all these 10, before I start these things, let me just say that in the previous video I was showing you guys how to install my SQL and begin using it. I also explained to you guys about what databases are and what is SQL and what is MySQL. But in this video now we'll start the actual coding. We'll start writing code so that you can see how all these things are implemented in the background. Thank you very much, guys. Before I start going through the the operations, let me just say that in the previous video I showed you guys how to install my SQL on your computers, and I also explained to you what databases is, what SQL is, and what MySQL is. In this video we'll just go right into the operations and begin working. If you want to learn how to install all those things, you can go and watch the other videos and then come back so that you can follow along, and then you also be able to practice what we're doing. All right, let's begin. Let's have a quick recap on what a database is. A database is a storage that is made up, a storage for data that is made up of one or more tables, and each of those tables is made up of one or more rows and one or more columns. So the columns are the ones on top define what type of data that is, whether it's a name, it's a surname, first name, or age, or grade, that kind of thing. And then the rows are now the individual data that is in that database or in that table. Sorry. So that's what a database is. Database made up of tables. Tables have got rows and columns, and that's where the data is. So with that in mind, let's see how we can create a database. So now we'll continue where we ended from last time. We'll open the command prompt. So in my search box, I just type cmd. The command prompt will pop up. Then I'll open it and enlarge it. And then we'll enter into our SQL monitor. I just write my SQL -u root, which is our username, -p for password. So I'll enter my password, and there we are. So in here we'll try to search to look to see the databases that we have. So I'll just say show databases like that, and there we have our databases. This is where we ended last time. So now let's create a database. So say create database. I'll just say maybe shop db, maybe shop db, then semicolon. I press enter. The query has executed successfully. We can now write the command again to show databases like that, and there it is, shop db. It's the name of a database. It can be any name that you want. It will be created. So now what if we don't want that name, we want to delete it? We can just say shop database shop db semicolon, and there it is. It has been deleted. If we want to confirm, show databases like that, it has been deleted. Okay. So I will now show you how to create a table in a database. So let's create a database once again. So create database shop db semicolon. So create database shop db. Okay, you have to be very precise with your instructions, otherwise it will give you an error. So we will now say use shop db to indicate that we want to use this database. So now it's telling us database changed. We'll now say create table. The name of the table we're creating for now is a table called person. put open the parentheses here, and then I will now start indicating the things that I want inside. So I just press enter and I'll start indicating the things that I want. So the first thing that I want is the person person ID, which is of type int. I'll put a semicolon, press enter, and then I also want first name like that, of type varchar. I want it to be no more than 50 characters. I'll press enter. I also have last name, similar type, 50 characters. I'll press semicolon, comma, enter. Lastly, I want a city, which is also varchar. But this one, at least I want it to be maybe 100. So since this is the last one, I don't need to put a comma. I'll just press enter, and then I'll close the parenthesis, and then I'll put a semicolon. So up until I put a semicolon, that's when now SQL will understand that I've ended the command. So all this line, all these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines is interpreted as one command by SQL. So once I press enter, the query has executed successfully. And then because we're in our database called shopdb, I can say show tables, put semicolon, and there it is, our table called person. If I want to see how the structure for this table is, I can just say describe person, and then it will show me exactly how this table is. As you can see, we've got a person ID of type int. It's nullable, meaning it can allow null values. Like if I enter nothing, it will still accept. That's what the part for now means. And then there's also the key, the default, the extra. You don't have to worry about that. Right now, all you have to worry about is that we've created a table called person with fields, 4 fields: person ID, first name, last name, city. And each one we've also indicated the type of data that it will store. So varchar means that it can store any type of variable characters, but the length is 50 for each of those. And then for the last one, it's 100. For the int, we can put any numbers, countable numbers: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all those countable numbers. So if we're not happy with this table, what can we do? We can drop this table. Remember, when you drop a table, it will also delete everything that is inside that table. So right now in this table, we don't have anything. You can drop it. Let's say drop table person, semicolon, and that table has been dropped. If I try to show the tables, it's telling me empty set because we have deleted the last table that was in there. So that was on creating a table and dropping or deleting a table. Okay, so now the third operation I'm going to show you is the alter table operation. This is used to alter the structure of a table. We can add a column to a table, we can drop a column to a table, we can even change the data type of a column. So in order for us to execute this query, we write alter table. As you can see, I've created the person table again because we had deleted it in the previous operation. We had dropped it. So now I've created it again to show you how we can alter it by adding a new column or removing a column. So the command is alter table. The name of the table we're altering is person. And what are we doing? We're adding a column. We say add column. So the column that we're adding, is phone of type varchar. Is maybe 13, and there it is. It has been accepted. So I've added a column called phone. If I describe this table, as you can see, we have got phone there. Let's now try to create another alter command. It's the same command, but this time we want to remove a column. I can say alter table person drop city semicolon, and there it is, city has been dropped. If I describe this table, as you can see, we no longer have city, but we have phone. So that is the alter operation. As you can see, it is used to alter a table. We can remove a column, we can add a column, we can even change the type of data for a column. Okay, so this next command that I'm showing you now is the command that is used to put data into a database or into a table. How do we put data in a person table? How is data entered into this table? I'll show you now this command using the fourth operation, which is the insert operation. This command goes like this: insert into person. I'll open my parentheses, and then I'll put the type of data types that I'm entering. So I'll say person ID, comma, first name, comma, last name, comma, phone, like that. And then I'll close the parentheses. I'll put space and say values. The values that I'm entering for ID, I'm entering 1. For first name, I'll put quotes because this is a text, and I'll just say John, comma. Last name, we'll say Banda. Phone number, I'll just put a fictitious phone number 0944, and then I'll close my parentheses, put my semicolon, and press enter. And the data has been entered in our database just like that. Let's try to enter some more data. I can easily click the up arrow to see the previous command I'd entered. Then I can just edit this to say 2, and then I say Mary Nga, and then the phone number I can just say 09590. And then if I want to enter more data, I can easily put a semicolon here, put brackets again, and say 3, comma, and then I'll say Mukuka, comma, this one is Mukuka, like that. Phone number 09670, and then I'll press enter. Here it's telling us 2 records have been entered. There's 0 duplicates. So that is how you enter data in a table. The fifth operation is one of the most widely used operation, and this is the select. We want to see the data that we have entered. How can we see it? How can we retrieve it? We use the select query or the select operation, and it goes like this: select star or asterisk star from person semicolon, and it has brought us all the results that we have entered, and that is the select. It's simple as that, but it gets more complicated because it also adds you can also put other things in the select for you to be able to refine your results. But so far we've looked at the insert and the select. You have seen how they work together. You have seen how you can put data into the database and how you can retrieve data from the database. So the seventh operation we're looking at is the update command, and this is used to update records in the database or in a table. So suppose Mukuka, we want to update the record for Mukuka. Maybe Mukuka was was not married, now she's married, she's no longer Mukuka Mukuka. We want to change the surname. How can we do that? We'll use the update command. We say update person set last name. We're changing the last name from Kuka. Remember, last name should be now what? Maybe she has changed from Kuka Mkuka to Mkuka Chinyama. We say Mkuka Chinyama. Like that. Where you have to specify where, otherwise it will update everyone's record in the database if you don't specify where. So where person ID equal to 3 semicolon. Once you do that, the record has been updated. You can select everything from person to see that the record has been updated. I think I've overscrolled. Let's see. There. There it is. The record has been updated. What if we want to change the phone number for John from 09744 maybe to 09755? We'll use the same similar command. We say update person set. This time we're not setting the last name, we're setting the phone to 09755, like we said, where the ID is not 3 but 1. Enter, and that record has changed. If we try to confirm, we can see that the phone number for John has changed. So you have seen how you can use the update command. It's very easy. So now we'll go a bit into detail into the where clause. So this is now like a number 8 operation. It's just a where clause. We've used it in part of the update, also in the delete, as it's used to specify the records that we're interested in. So let's go further and see how we can use it in the select. So let's say we want to select maybe all those users that have got ID less than 3. We can easily say select everything from person where person ID is less than 3, put semicolon, and there we have it. We've used the where clause. Simple as that. Let's say we want to select just the first name and last name of okay, let's say select want to select first name from last name from person where phone is equal to 09755, semicolon. We press enter, and there we have only John Lungu has got a phone number equivalent to 09755. So the where clause is used to filter through the records that should be returned to us. We don't want everything. If it was a city, we can say we only want people who are in Lusaka, or we want people that are only in Kitwe. So, okay, before we look at the two last operations that we have, let's just create a fresh table just to refresh our minds. Okay, so create table. I'll call this product because that's how we have our products that are being sold in this shop DB. I'll put product ID, comma, product ID. The data type is int. comma, seller ID. So this seller ID is supposed to be an ID which is an ID that should come from the person table. Or I can just say, let me just say seller ID, comma, int, comma, product, product name, comma, price, and then sorry, product name should be voucher. I'll say 50, that, and then price is I'll say for the price I'll say double, and it has been a success. Okay, so let me explain a bit about double. It's used for storing um, data types that include like prices, amounts, things to do with money. You use double. I won't go into details to confuse especially the beginners, but just know that when you're dealing with things like money, things that have got decimal points, you can use double or float. For me, I'm using a double as a data type. So let's describe our table. Describe the product, that, and there it is. Let's insert some records into the product table. Insert into product. So this is another way in which you can do the insert. I'll not specify the columns. I'll just put the values. I'll say product ID. I'll say 1. The seller ID I can say 1 as well. The product name I can say iPhone, maybe 11. The price I can say 10,000. That, comma, another one is an ID of 2. The same seller, which is ID 1. This one I can say iPhone, maybe 15, comma, price I can say 15,000. Don't know the prices of iPhones, so that semicolon, I press enter. We've entered 2 records into the database. Let's try to select everything from this table to see what is in there. Select stuff from product, and there it is. We have got 2 products, iPhone 15, iPhone 11. Each have been sold by the same person, seller ID 1, and they've got different prices. Let me enter some other records. So these other records, I'll say ID 3. This one is maybe being sold by user 2, and this one can be a Dell laptop. That the price of say 20,000, and the next one would be an ID of 4 being sold by the third person from our user table, and this one can be selling a HP laptop like that, price of 25,000. Yeah, when you try to see what is there, I've got 4 items. So the next command, which is the number 9 command I'm going to use, or the operation, our number 9 operation, is the order by. I can easily say select star from product order by price, and then it will return to me all the all the all the all the all the items from the product table, but it has ordered them by price. I think nothing has changed because they were already ordered, but we can just easily say order by price and say descending order, and that changes everything. So our prices are now in descending order. By default, when you say order by price, it is in ascending order. When you want them in reverse, in descending order, we just specify descending order. Just say ascending. It's as good as not putting the word ascending, but that is order, the order, um, the order query. You can use it to order your items. If you want, you can say select. You can combine it with the where clause. Select star from product where seller ID is equal to 1, and it only return to us those items that are being sold by seller with ID 1. We can also say where ID is 1, order by price descending, like that. And the same items have been returned to us but in descending order. So there are a lot of manipulations that you can do when you are selecting this data. Or we can even say select star from product order by seller ID descending, and there it is. Different way of doing things. Okay, I hope you understand that. The number 10 command we're going to look at is the join. So a join command is used to join two or more tables in our database. Two or more tables. How can you do that? We want to view the person who is selling this item. We just don't want to see them by their IDs. I can say select star from person join. I'm joining another table is product. What are we joining? On person dot person ID should match product dot product seller ID semicolon, and there we have it. You can see all the people and what they are selling. It has created like a virtual table that has returned to us everything from both tables, as you can see. Isn't that awesome? So this join this join, we can even use it with where, we can use it with order by. Everything that we have learned so far, we can put it in here and it will work. Let's say we just want the person and the product they are selling. The same command, instead of selecting everything, I can say select first name, comma, last name, comma, product name, comma, price. And I do that, and that's what it has returned to me. We can even put a where condition on this. You can say where product dot price is greater than 10,000, and there we have it. Is it correct? Yeah, it should be. Should be. Yeah. Three items are good. Prices which are greater than 1,000. Or we can even say where person person dot person ID is less than 2. And there we have it. The person whose ID is less than 2, obviously it's John, because he's the only one with ID 1. And there we have it. We have shown you all the 10 commands that are necessary for a beginner to learn. All the 10 operations. I've shown you examples. You guys, once you do these things, you will become average at SQL. You don't need to become the best. You just have to know SQL. With these 10 commands that you have learned, you can be able to create any app that requires databases. You will not have any difficulties. Everything from here you can just Google. There are a lot of things in SQL, but I've told you the 10 basic things that you need to learn. I hope you learned something from this today, and I hope you'll be able to practice. If you have any challenges, you can put a comment in this video. I'll be able to help you out. If you have got any questions, you can comment. If you like this video, you can comment as well. You can also share it with your friends. Make sure you share this knowledge. I really appreciate your support, you guys, because it's something that will also help me keep going. At least I'll be able to see that, oh, people are benefiting from this, and I can be able to bring in more videos. And remember, everything that I'm teaching is based on the previous things that I've taught. So we'll be building up from this up until we build something big that you can be able to see and say, wow, we have reached this far. So we've done a lot of videos. You can watch the other videos. You can watch out for the next videos that will be coming. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. I thank you very much, guys, and I hope you enjoy this.